The no solution zone. That is what I am naming the Biden administration. Let's bring in Jessica Vaughan. She's coming up from South Carolina. She's the director of policy studies at the Center for Immigration Studies. Why are the kids coming in? Why are so many unattended children streaming across the border, Jessica?
They're coming now because they believe, with good reason, that if they come now, they will be allowed into the United States for an indefinitely, because that is what has happened to thousands of people before them. And so that is why they have been coming lately, because Joe Biden broadcast that he was going to do away with Trump's policies at the border that had put a stop to the previous surge of people. And not only would he let people in, especially kids and families coming with kids, but also that he intends to pass with his allies, the Democrats in Congress, massive amnesty bills so that they and their families will be able to be on a path to citizenship. That's why they're coming now. They're not stupid. They're coming because they realistically expect to be able to stay, which they have been.
Who told them all this? They're not zeroed in. These kids aren't zeroed in on cable news or anything like that. They don't read the newspapers. Most of them are 15, 16 years old. Who told them all this?
Their friends and family members who are already here, who made it through. The smuggling organizations tell them this. The local media in their home countries broadcast what Joe Biden himself said during the campaign and since he became president.
So people, media in Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Panama, they want their people to come to the United States? They're encouraging that?
No, I think that the smugglers certainly do because they want the business, but they simply report on what's going on in the United States. And Joe Biden was making speeches, and other Democrats have been making speeches about the need to reverse Trump's border policies and the need to have a massive amnesty. So that's what they're covering, and people get the message. But again, they're hearing from their friends and family who are already here saying, now is the time to come. We know this from talking
Everybody's
to people.
got a cell phone. Your Center for Immigration Studies is basically an analytic operation, okay? So many people believe, and I am one of them, the Democratic Party wants open borders so they can flood the zone with foreign nationals. And when they are eventually legalized, as Joe Biden wants to do, give them amnesty, then they'll be able to vote Democrat. Most of them will vote that way because Democrats are the party of entitlement. Is that what this is really all about?
That is certainly part of it for Democratic politicians, but also a lot of Democrats believe that immigration is just a free lunch, that there are no downsides to it whatsoever, that everyone will become assimilated magically and become contributing members of American society. And I think that does happen to a great extent with our immigration policy. But when we have overwhelming numbers of people who are coming who lack the education and skills to be self-sufficient once they get here, that's not going to happen. Instead, this is going to be a massive burden on taxpayers because of the fact that people who are coming are not educated, or at least not as educated as Americans are on average. And so it's going to be very costly, but they definitely are in it for the votes as well. There's no question.
Okay, last question for you. I don't see any reversal. It's impossible for the Biden administration to go back on. They can't get tough on the border. They can't stop it all. They can't say we're not going to give them amnesty. They can't do any of that. So how bad do you think it's going to get in the next couple of years?
Well, I do think it is going to get much worse. What could happen is that Mexico and the Northern Triangle countries could decide to enforce their own borders because, after all, enriching the criminal cartels is not good for them either. I think different states within the United States and localities are going to push back on this. And I think that there will be enough Democrats in Congress who have to get reelected in 2022 who realize that their own job is at risk if they continue to pursue this mass amnesty, open borders agenda. But there are going to be a few things that pass Congress, and we're not going to see much immigration enforcement in the interior. And so we're going to see some public safety disasters happen before common sense prevails, and this is shut down.
Unless the people rise up, and I mean the immigrants too, the legal immigrants. I mean, I don't know if they want this. Unless they rise up, nothing is going to happen. Jessica, thanks very much. We really appreciate your expertise. Fellow Americans, I am concerned about the U.S. dollar. Huge debt, as you know. Will it stay as the world's reserve currency? That's why now more than ever, I recommend you diversify with gold and silver. And the only company I recommend, and have for years, is American Hartford Gold. I trust them. I've personally done business with them. They sell physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA. And they make it very easy. So call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold shot up more than 40%. Silver, more than 60%. So don't wait. Call them now. 866-501-5201. 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.